note that the graduation ceremony will be conducted in English, and will also be translated simultaneously to Hebrew. So if you haven't yet had a chance to pick up the earphones, please do so now. And in the meantime, we will start our ceremony. Dear graduates, family members and friends, dear faculty members and members of the wonderful administrative staff of Reichman University, the Lauder School of Government is pleased to honor this evening the 14th graduating class of the MA program in Government, Diplomacy and Strategy. We are saluting you on your academic achievement here at Reichman University. With me tonight, right here on the here up front, are my colleagues seated from right to left. Professor Asif Efrat, head of the MA program and the MA with the thesis track. Professor Boaz Gano, who's the head of the specialization in counterterrorism and homeland security studies, and Dr. Amnon Kavari, head of the policy and public administration and political marketing specialization. And our dean, Professor Asaf Mogadam, will join us as soon as he can. My name is Amichai Magen, and I am the head of the specialization in diplomacy and conflict studies. It has been my great privilege and joy of teaching many of you, of being with you together on this wonderful shared intellectual journey of us during a difficult time, the time of the pandemic. And I'm tremendously proud of each and every one of you for rising to the challenge, for engaging with complex texts and dilemmas, for completing all the exams and presentations and papers to earn a master's degree in government here at Reichman University. I'm honored to invite Professor Asif Efrat to deliver his remarks, and I'll see you again in a few moments.
Thank you. So finally, here we are, this exciting evening marking the end of your studies here at Reichman University. My name is Asif Efrat, and I have the honor of serving as the head of the MA program at the Lauder School of Government here at Reichman University. It is my distinct privilege to congratulate you on your graduation from Reichman University. Graduation ceremony is something we look forward to every year, and I'm so excited to be able to address the class of 2021 in person today. But my congratulations go not only to the members of the graduating class, but also to the family and friends who are in the audience today and those who could not attend. It is well known that no one makes it to graduation alone. Studying toward the MA is a challenging experience, and it is the support of fathers, mothers, spouses, siblings, and friends that made this experience possible. I'm sure our graduates feel gratitude toward all of you for your part in this journey, and I share in this gratitude and I share in your pride in the accomplishments of our graduates. I would also like to thank our administrative staff who have worked tirelessly during your studies here to provide guidance and support, and who have worked especially hard to make graduation special for you all. They are the heart and soul of this place, and they deserve a big round of applause. Woo! Last but not least, I would also like to thank the faculty who have served us simply as teachers and colleagues, but also as mentors and friends. We are holding this graduation ceremony at the end of the coronavirus pandemic, or rather, what we hope is the end of the pandemic. To say that the pandemic has changed the world would be an understatement. Over the past few years, it has transformed our lives completely. It changed how we work, how we interact, where we can or cannot travel. And the coronavirus has also changed the way we learn, the way we teach. Indeed, the coronavirus has created a huge disruption in academia, presenting us with enormous challenges. With faculty and students forced to remain at home, we had to move teaching and learning online. Faculty had to devise new teaching methods to keep students engaged. students had to get used to an isolating learning experience, to seeing the professor and classmates as little squares on Zoom. And this huge academic shift and adaptation took place against the background of stress and anxiety. But today I wish to focus on what the coronavirus crisis has taught us. It has indeed taught us a lot. It has taught us about ourselves as human beings, about our society, our country, even about the international community and its ability to respond to major crises. But it also taught us some lessons on teaching and learning that are applicable to life beyond the classroom. And I think they may be useful to you upon graduation, as you embark on a new chapter in your lives. One lesson is the importance of community. Learning during the pandemic was all about staying connected. We as faculty tried to create communities of students, for example, by encouraging class discussions online. The idea was to make students feel connected to the professor and to other students, to help them feel engaged by being members of a community. This togetherness was important for facilitating learning and also for making students feel less isolated, less lonely. And this is an important lesson to take away for life outside academia. Be part of a community. Cultivate a community for yourselves, or even multiple communities, and connect with them, stay in touch with them. A community with family, with friends, at work. Communities are an essential and crucial source of support. And this brings me to the second lesson we can derive from the pandemic. Take advantage of support. We have sought to offer our students both academic and administrative support, to share resources, to give advice. And I think this support made the challenge of remote learning a little more manageable. The lesson here is that both in times of crises, such as during a pandemic, and in normal times, support can make an enormous difference in your lives. It gives you comfort, and it can turn struggle into success. So seek support and advice from family, from friends, from colleagues, and take advantage of support that is offered to you. The third lesson is the importance of setting goals and focusing on what matters. And this is something that we as faculty had to do when we were required to completely transform our mode of teaching overnight. As we had to move our courses online, we had to ask ourselves, what are the things that really matter here? What are the key learning objectives that we want our students to master? We set specific goals for our instruction and made efforts to accomplish them. And this lesson applies in so many other contexts. Focus on what's important. We are constantly in a race to achieve so many things in our career, in our personal lives. It seems like the list of tasks to accomplish gets longer and longer as time goes on. And sometimes these goals are in tension, in conflict with one another. So focus on what's important in your personal life, in your career, set specific goals and do your best to achieve them. And I do hope that the time that you spent here at Reichman University, the knowledge and tools that you acquired, that all these will help you fulfill your goals and your dreams. In the name of the faculty and staff, I want to congratulate each of you for your achievement of getting your master's, and I'm sure this is only one among many achievements to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Efrat. Now it gives me great pleasure to invite to the podium Shira Cohen, who will represent the MA in Government's graduating class for 2021. Let me just tell you a couple of words about Shira. She graduated from the MA thesis track with great distinction, summa cum laude. She's currently the academic director of the BA Honors Track in Strategy and Decision Making in the School of Government and a research assistant with us as well. Her dissertation, which addressed the decision-making processes of the Prophet Muhammad, no less, won the prize of the Israel Political Science Association and was presented in various international conferences. And now she is on her way to California, to the Bay Area, to start her doctoral program at the University of California in Berkeley. So Shira.
Hello everyone. Dean of the Lauder Lauder School, Professor Asaf Mugada, Deputy Dean, Dr. Leslie Terris, Head of MA Program and MA Thesis Track, Professor Asif Efrat, Lauder School of Government faculty member, parents and family, and fellow graduates. It is an honor to be here today, standing before you, celebrating our collective accomplishments. My name is Shira, and I'm graduating from the thesis track. Those who know me are right to assume that I will not start this speech with an inspirational quote or a poem. Instead, this speech will be like the person giving it, straightforward and short. Spending 4.5 years here at the government as a government student, BA, MA, and now as an academic director, allow my colleagues and me to witness what happens when setting high goals. Back in 2017, I started my BA at IDC Herzliya, and now I'm proud to be a graduate of the Reichman University. This institution, and particularly the Lauder School of Government, has shown us what continuous growth and academic excellence mean. Just 2 weeks ago, the Israel Political Science Association granted 3 awards for the best dissertation in 2021 to students from all the universities in Israel. As such, 2 of them, as you probably guessed, were Reichman University students. This, along with countless incredible achievements, reflects the DNA of the school. I can go all day long telling you all the great things the school made for us, but I would like to zoom in on the most important factor in my opinion, the personal connection between faculty member and students. During the first year of my BA, I decided to gather my Israeli chutzpah and knock on the door of one of the professors in the department and ask to collaborate with him. Surprisingly, he agreed to give me a chance and write an article together, published just a year later. That made me realize that in the Lauder School of Government, the door is always open. Following that, I feel confident to say that we all made a personal connection with at least one, if not many, faculty members. Many of them become our mentors in the academic field and sometimes actually also in life. As such, this gave us the opportunity to publish breakthrough articles in top journals, present new ideas in national and international conferences, expand our network, get some good jobs, and even get accepted to the most prestigious universities in the US and Europe. This is what makes Reichman University and the Lauder School of Government our eternal home. To everyone who touched our lives, we said thank you. To professors who inspired us to learn with passion. To the administrator who made our experience unique and valuable. To our parents, families, and partners who stood by us no matter what. To friends who were there for us during classes, exams, and everything in between. And to all others we depend on. It has been a true pleasure to be part of it. And for the last time, class of 2021, congrats.
Shira, we're so proud of you for everything you've achieved and will continue to achieve at Berkeley. So, best of luck. Well done. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for, we're going to distribute the diplomas. We do have a request from our guests who are here tonight. We would ask you to please honor your fellow graduates during the ceremony until all the diplomas have been handed out. Please stay with us. And we ask that the graduates who received the certificates early on will return to their seats and enable the certificates to be handed out in an orderly fashion to all the graduates. And in addition, we ask that the families who are taking photos, which we definitely encourage you to do, please not block the passage to the stage so that we may carry out the distribution of the certificates in an orderly manner. So thank you very much in advance for your cooperation. And now let us begin. I'd like to invite Talia Baram Shimshi and Daphna Rup from the MA Student Administration Office to the stage. For those of you who don't know, Talia and Daphna are really what makes this place tick, and they've been incredible in running the MA program. So thank you very much, Talia and Daphna. And I will invite Talia and Daphna to the stage to call upon the graduates of the 14th graduating class of the MA in Government to the podium to shake our hands and to receive your diploma. Talia.
ראשונים נקרא לבמה את הבוגרים בהצטיינות יתרה. We will first invite to the podium those graduates who completed their studies with the distinction summa cum laude. From thesis, Shira Esther Cohen. From specialization in counterterrorism and homeland security studies, Bart Pollard, Daphna Mason. From specialization in diplomacy and conflict studies, Benjamin Yoel. מדיניות ציבורית ושיווק פוליטי, דביר שמואל משסקי. רוני אזור. מאיה פיינשטיין לוין. ברגל שמאי. Magna cum laude. Specialization in counterterrorism and homeland security studies. Gonzalo Cervera Martinez. Benjamin. נועם אלימלך. ז'קלין פלדמן. מירב מלטר. מדיניות ושיווק פוליטי, עידו פילץ. בהצטיינות קום לאודה. Specialization in Counterterrorism and Homeland Security Studies. תמר אברמסון, פייר בונו, נופר בוסקילה, קרן שירה דנילסון, טל ארז, אמה פברגט, עומר גולן, קיילה אמבורג, דניאל עמר, שלי ענני, שרה אסין, רחל טובה קורמן, אשלי לסיטר, ריין לצ'יץ', גלעד מזור, בנג'מין פרסטון, חנה רוזן, סבסטיאן סמארט, ג'ושוע נתנאל סטאטון, דליה זגר, from Specialization in Diplomacy and Conflict Studies, ג'רמי ביסקין, רלי דושר, צחי מנצור, אנה רובין, לי שינה, מירב זבק, ממדיניות ציבורית ושיווק פוליטי, נועם ברגל, מיכל כחלון, אבלינה לסקר, מנחם יהונתן עמיאל, תום ברכה פדאל, מאי קרן, נועם שחם. מסיימים. Graduate, מתזה, דנה רסייר, Specialization in Counter-Terrorism and Homeland Security Studies, חנן אלכסנדר, אייל אלגזי, אייל בנון, רותם בנקל, שון בולניק, ראובן קטן, פאולו אסטלה בוריאל, גלית אטינגר. אורן גבאי, מאור גור, אסף אינדן, שי אורוביץ, שרה אינגרם, מעיין קוזי, גלעד מלכה, רבקה מרלי, רחל מרי מרקוף, אדר מילר, אניה מילר, דניאלה מושי, משה אוגו, איתן פק, עופרי פלאוט, קווין פוטר, ג'ואנה סרפתי, איבנה סופר ידגרוב, לאה ויילר. From Specialization in Diplomacy and Conflict Studies, חנה אברה, קורניקיבה אנאומואה אג'ק וואסים, שרידן אלכסיק, ליאור ביאלי, יונת דסקל דגן, דיוויד פיזון, דפני קליימן, נועם קונין, חנה לוינסון, צ'אנג'ילי, ג'רד לוקץ, גבריאל נבון, יאיר נתניהו, ירדן רגב, דוד רובין, שני סופר, איתן טיגר, אסתר ווקר. מדיניות ציבורית, שגיא יוסף שניאור. שיווק פוליטי, נוי שידלובסקי. מדיניות ציבורית ושיווק פוליטי, דניאל אוטמזגין, חן אופיר, תאל אלון תמסית, דניאל בר, שגיא גבאי, דוד זבולוני, עמית חומצני, רוני מיטרני, אוראל מכבי, אפרת עזרא, רז רונן, זיו שמע, דורון שנפר.
all our graduates, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We wish all of you the best of luck going forward, and you'll always be part of Reichman University's family. Let me just thank my colleagues and remind you to return the robes to the counters next to the library. There you will receive your deposit. Thank you very much and good night.